Lindsay, the question is that the motion be agreed to, and I call the member for Dunkley.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. In Frankston, there are 2,090 social housing dwellings, yet at the same time there are more than 2,000 households on the social housing waiting list for the Frankston area. We can be in no doubt there is a real and growing crisis in affordable housing, in affordable rent and, commensurably, in homelessness in our country, and I'm sad to say that crisis has touched my electorate of Dunkley. In my area, anyone who walks around the streets can see that there has been a visible increase in people sleeping rough. But of course, they're just the people that we can see. There are many, many more people who are in precarious and unsafe housing, who are couch surfing, who are staying in people's backyards, who are jumping from home to home, and who are spending a significant portion of their income, who are having their income gouged by rooming houses where they're not safe. These rooming houses have sprung up across Dunkley and in many other places to fill the gap in affordable housing. In my electorate, there's no youth crisis accommodation. There's no youth transitional housing. Some 4,000 young people aged 15 to 24 years in the Bayside Peninsula area were accessing homelessness and support services in a year. And of these some 4,000 young people, twice as many are women as men. It's not just young women who are disproportionately impacted by the crisis in affordable housing and homelessness that we're experiencing in this country. On census night, 61% of people supported by specialist homelessness services were female. Women's homelessness rose 27% between 2001 and 2016. Almost 50,000 Australian women experienced homelessness on census night in Australia in 2016. We are a rich country. We are a successful country. That is not a number that we can be proud of, and it's not a number that can continue, because it's not just a number, it's people. Almost 50,000 women experiencing homelessness on one night. It's not acceptable. Every day, Australian Homelessness Services turn away 155 women because of a lack of affordable houses. And women over 55 are the fastest growing cohort of people experiencing homelessness in Australia. Women who have worked all their lives, women who have taken time out of the workforce to care for their children, single parents, decent Australians, women over 55 who are homeless. We cannot stand for this. We cannot let it continue. During the election campaign, I met two gorgeous women, Pat and Coral, who live in Carrum Downs, and were it not for Haven Home Safe, would have continued to be part of the large group of Australians over 65 paying unaffordable rents, a group which has increased by 42% since 2011. Pat and Coral, great, decent Australians who were on the brink of homelessness, was it not for Haven Home Safe, who for 40 years have been working in the area of providing affordable housing and transitional housing for vulnerable Australians. One of their developments, which is almost finished, is in Carrum Downs in my electorate, the Waterwood development. And it's been built by a terrific local business, Bevenell Homes. It's an $80 million plus private property development with 237 lots of residential subdivisions with 100 new affordable housing units, and it will be open next year. We need more of these sorts of developments. We need a real plan from a federal government to support the construction of affordable homes, to support build-to-rent construction. It's not enough just to talk about putting a positive spin on homelessness. It's not enough to talk about if you have a go, you get a go. We need a federal government that will invest in affordable housing and support people like Pat and Coral and support organisations like Haven Home Safe to continue to do the terrific work to help people in my electorate and across the country.